hope you're all really well. I thought it was worth filming an update in terms of how I've been getting on with eSalon, the kind of customised at-home hair colour system. I did a review of it a little while ago after the first time I've used it, and like I said, I think it was worth giving an update on how I'm getting on. They've sent me my second box of goodies now. This is what it looks like when you open it up. So you've got all the different parts that you need to get your hair coloured at home. This is a little kit where you get your shampoo and conditioner, there's a stain guard, stain remover and 2 pairs of latex gloves. This is going to be just a little short intro because through the magic of editing, the next time you see me, my hair will hopefully look a bit different to this because this is my hair in the current state that it's in, so I'll insert some close-up shots so you can see what's going on with it, and then hopefully we'll be able to get a really good comparison in terms of how the dye's gone. This is a changed blend from the first one that they sent me. I sent them a ton of pictures and said that I felt like the first colour did go a bit orange because I always seem to end up with kind of quite brassy hair when I've dyed it. It always goes a bit orange on me. So they've tried their best to minimise that. The colour that I've now got is called medium brown, and then in brackets it says matte ash. So that sounds promising. So yeah, I can't wait to try this out and see how the colour is. It obviously is a more expensive system than if you were just to go into your local Boots or Superdrug or wherever and pick up a box dye. But I like the idea that this is a custom blend for you. You send them pictures and they have a look at them and they take your thoughts on board in terms of what colour you want to ultimately be, and they also look at I suppose your skin tone and your eye colour, and they try and make sure that your aspirations are going to match up with how you actually look and what will complement you, because the first order I received from them, they felt like the colour I'd picked was too dark for me, and they were probably right because they sent me a toned down version and that was still quite dark, so that was really good. And it just takes a little bit of the guesswork out of trying to figure out which colour to go for. I think my hair does tend to absorb colour quite well, and I do tend to go darker quite easy as well. No matter what kind of colour I pick up, I seem to go really dark with it initially, and then after a while a lot of the red and orange tones seem to come through. So hopefully we might have nailed it. They say that it is comparable to if you were to go to an actual salon and they would come up with your own custom blend, but obviously you're not getting the same professional application depending on how proficient you are. That is the tricky part of home hair colour. I usually rope my husband in and get him to help me do the back parts because it is quite hard. But anyway, this is enough of a long intro, I think. The next time you see me will be in some clips to see the actual, because I don't feel like my current hair colour is probably showing up particularly well on camera. So I'll pop in some daylight shots, and the next time you see me, hopefully we'll have different gorgeous looking hair. So I will see you again shortly. Split screen and a voiceover? Fancy. Anyway, here I am pre-hair dye, and you can probably see my roots coming through, including the dreaded greys and a bit of orange too. I went outside just so that you could see how it's looking in natural daylight, and you can see it definitely needs help. Okay, so I'm partially through the dye process. I bought these little clips in Superdrug, I think it was, and they've been really handy actually to section off my hair. This was also included in my first order, this little, I only use the sectioning side to help section the hair, so that's working really well. But anyway, can't chat too long because I want to finish the rest of it. So that is the dye on. It wasn't too bad a process. I think the first time I dyed my hair, I was in a bit of a rush and I really took my time this time. In fact, it actually took me half an hour to apply all of this. And it says in the directions, yeah, it should take about 10 to 15 minutes to apply everything. But I really wanted to take my time and make sure I did a really good job of covering everything. I've just spent the last few minutes just furiously wiping my forehead because I forgot to apply the stain guard they give you. I can't believe this took me like half an hour to apply, but so far so good. The colour that's come off on the gloves is quite an interesting colour. This is a reformulated colour based on how I got on the first time. So they've changed it for me, and in the instructions they said not to apply it to the rest of my hair because I am re-dyeing my hair. It's not like it's the first time I've done it, but I thought, well, it's a different colour, so surely I'm going to have to apply it to all of my hair, which anyway I did. I didn't actually use all of the dye because there was so much of it, so that was good. But anyway, we will see what it looks like when it's finished cooking in about 20-25 minutes time, and when it's dry we'll see how it looks. Nervously excited, but there was a lot of grey going on to cover up, so necessary. Okay, so somehow I managed to forget to film what the finished colour was. Whoops! But here's a picture I took and I was super pleased with it. It's a fairly deep, cool chocolate brown, exactly what I wanted. It's not too dark either, which is great as everything goes really dark on me. So I was actually really happy in the end with this result, and it was lovely and shiny too. This footage was taken 2 weeks after I dyed my hair. It was really sunny, so you should be able to see that my hair isn't too orange at all and it's still a nice cool chocolate brown colour. It's definitely not as dark as when I first dyed it though, which is a bit sad. I wish colours would just stay a bit darker on me for longer. Greetings from an extremely hot place. August is just all over the shop at the moment. 1 minute it's like drizzly miserable, and today it's boiling and I'm having to use an umbrella to try and shield myself a bit because it is that hot. So it's been very nearly 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks tomorrow, in fact, and I think it's done pretty well. I did a very careful application. The colour has definitely faded from that initial really dark brown, but it hasn't washed out too red, which is my usual issue. But this is actually not looking too bad at all. Obviously it's in bright sunlight at the moment, and normally my hair would be glowing with orange right now, and it isn't. So I think the feedback process in terms of saying to them that's what was happening and then them readdressing the blend that I was having has actually worked, and I think I am actually happy with this colour. I'm going to re-watch the footage back again and just see how it is looking, but you know, from day to day wearing I'm actually really liking it. So it has now been 4 and a bit weeks since I dyed my hair, and I am really happy with the colour that they chose for me. I've been looking back at the footage that I've taken over the last 4 weeks, and although it does look kind of on the verge of chestnutty brown, it still remained to be quite a nice, cool, neutral brown colour, which is exactly what I wanted. I've had a couple of little greys started to come through now, which is just wonderful. So I'm due to get my next dye in, I think it's still not for like another 8 weeks, which I'm sure will go really quickly, but I think I will end the review on the 4-week period rather than sort of keep checking back in, because that's probably going to start to get a bit tedious otherwise. But yeah, I think eSalon is an excellent service. I think for the price, including shipping, it works out to around the £20 mark. I'll just put something on screen to confirm that. A good few pounds of that is shipping. It does take a while to ship. When they say that it's on its way to you, it does take a little while to get to you, because I think it might come from the US, I'm not sure. But I like the fact that it is a custom blend for you, and after you've had your dye, I think it's about a week or so after they've sent it, assuming you've put it on pretty quickly, they'll just drop you a little email to say, how's it going? Did the colour work out for you? Do we need to rejig things again? And if that's the case, like it was after the first time I dyed my hair, then you can send them some pictures just to show what happened. And it just is a really nice process to be able to really narrow it down in terms of what you want your hair to look like. And I would love to have the money to go to a hairdresser's and have them professionally dye it, because I'm sure that is amazing, and I will have to try it one day. I did get my hair professionally dyed once. The reason why I put it in inverted commas is I'm not convinced it was the most skilled hairdresser I could have gone to. Let's just leave it at that. So if I went to my current hairdressers that I really love and they dyed my hair for me, I'm sure it would be amazing, but it's just so expensive. I know you have the initial outlay of them colouring your hair and then it's just effectively going in to have your roots done, but it's obviously more expensive than doing it yourself. So I don't know, maybe in a year or so's time I might be in a financial position that I can do that, but right now I'm not. And I was just kind of fed up with the whole box dye process of when you would just go into a normal shop and try and work out what on earth colour to buy, and then you just end up with, my hair pretty much always did the same thing. It would go really, really dark, like almost black, even if I picked up like a medium brown, and then it would turn orange pretty quickly. And I was just fed up with the whole process. So that's why I tried eSalon, just to see if it made any difference. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the results. I think, ignoring when you can get box dyes on offer in the shops, most of the really good ones now are hovering around the £10 mark. So for another £10, you're getting something that's been custom made for you. So it's taking a bit of the guesswork out. And I think that probably is worth it, to be honest. I think they send these same kind of sample packet shampoo and conditioners with each order. It doesn't matter what your hair type is. They smell really good. Like, don't you find that most conditioner that you get when you buy a box dye is like a really nice conditioner? And I always used to think, why don't they sell them? And then I saw that John Frieda started to do that with their precision foam colour. That's what I used to use before eSalon. And the conditioner in there was amazing. And I've noticed they've started to sell that, but it's quite expensive. It's like, yay, let's make loads of money out of this conditioner. Anyway, but yeah, the shampoo and conditioner they provide you with is really nice, and you can buy the full sizes of these, obviously, and I think you can get them at like a discounted rate the first time you buy them. So there's a lot of incentive there to buy the other stuff that they sell. My hair is really tricky anyway to deal with, so I'm just trying to treat the curliness and dryness of it. And if I can find something that looks after the colour as well, then great. I think that pretty much concludes things. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of weird montage of hair clips and stuff that I've included in this video. I looked at a few other eSalon reviews, and I'm not sure if they went in so much detail in terms of showing the process and you know, a good few weeks afterwards just to see how the colour wears, because they do reckon that this is a superior hair dye to what you would, you know, normally buy. And based on the fact that I've dyed my hair for a really long time now, I mean, I first started going grey 10 years ago. It wasn't really bad to make me think I need to immediately dye my hair. I was more dyeing my hair for the fun of it. But it got to the point maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago that I thought to myself, crap, I'm actually going to have to start regularly dyeing my hair now, because I have a bit of a serious grey thing going on, which is just fabulous. I have dyed my hair a lot over the years. I've tried a lot of different dyes, and I can pretty confidently say that eSalon dye is a better one that I've ever used, not only in terms of how it matches my hair colour and what I want it to be, but it also seems to last really well as well. And I haven't really done anything different with how I wash my hair, so I'm still really pleased with it. The colour's still hanging on in there quite nicely. How the next 2 months will go, I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll be mentioning eSalon at another point in the future. I hope this review was really helpful to you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up down below. I'd super appreciate it, just so that I know that someone's watching and is interested. And if you're one of my new subscribers, because I have had a little flurry of subscribers, which I'm really pleased about, hi, thank you so much for joining me. If you're not a subscriber already, please feel free to subscribe if you've liked what you've seen. I think a huge percentage of people that watch my channel aren't actually subscribed. I think it's like 92%. So if you are interested in this content and you want to see more similar stuff, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and all it does is it just notifies you each time I release a new video. It will let you know, pop up and say, hey, WavyKate has put up a new video, why don't you go check it out? So that's all it does, and it just lets me know that I have an audience out there, because beauty is a very competitive world. I do kind of feel like there's a lot of people doing the same kinds of stuff, so I'd like to think that I'm doing something a little bit different. And at the end of the day, I'm just being me. I'm just a down-to-earth, I hope I'm coming across as down-to-earth, normal person who just really enjoys enthusing about sort of makeup stuff. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. I hope you're really well, and I will see you again soon. Bye! These are the nail polish packs that I picked up from the Amazon Prime Day sale thing. I think they were about £5 each, which I think is an absolute bargain.